Breaking. Gauff crowned 2025's highest-paid female athlete by Forbes. You won't believe how much. It was a crisp October morning when the Forbes annual list dropped. The list that every athlete, agent, and fan secretly waits for. Headlines flashed across the world's biggest outlets within minutes. Coco Gauff tops 2025 Forbes list, the youngest and highest-paid female athlete in the world. For a brief second, even Coco herself didn't believe it. Her phone buzzed uncontrollably. Calls from her parents, texts from Serena Williams, messages from friends saying, "You did it, girl." When she finally opened Forbes' official announcement, her eyes widened. Total earnings, 2025 $62.8 million. On-court earnings, $14.8 million. Endorsements and business ventures, $48 million. It wasn't just a number that stunned the world. It was what it meant. At just 21 years old, Coco Gauff had become not just the face of tennis, but the most financially powerful woman in sports. And she did it her way, from dreams to dollars. Rewind a decade, and you'd find a little girl from Delray Beach, Florida, swinging her racket on sun-baked courts, her shoes barely gripping the cracked surface. Her father, Coco Gauff, believed in a vision few could see. "We're not raising a star," he once said. "We're raising a leader." Her mother, Candy, balanced academics and athletic discipline. "We told Coco, greatness is not inherited, it's built." By 15, Coco had stunned Venus Williams at Wimbledon. By 18, she had claimed her first Grand Slam. By 21, she wasn't just a player, she was a global brand. Nike, Rolex, New Balance, Netflix, Beats by Dre, and even SpaceX, yes, SpaceX, had signed partnerships with her. She'd gone from a teenager with a dream to a walking empire. The Gauff effect. Sports economists coined a new phrase in 2025, the Gauff effect. Whenever Coco played, broadcast ratings soared. Ticket sales doubled. Social media exploded. Every major brand that partnered with her saw an immediate surge in engagement. One marketing executive for Nike put it bluntly, "When Coco wears something, it sells out in hours." She's not just an athlete. She's a cultural signal. Even Forbes noted that Coco's reach wasn't limited to tennis fans. She had transcended the sport, like Serena, Jordan, and LeBron before her. Her collaboration with Netflix, Rally, the Coco Gauff story, broke streaming records within 24 hours of release. And when she launched her eco-friendly fashion line, CG22, it sold out in 3 continents before official release. The numbers behind the crown. Let's break it down. Nike endorsement renewal, 2025 to 2030 $25 million, guaranteed plus $10 million performance bonuses. Netflix documentary rights, $8 million. Beats by Dre plus Meta crossover campaign, $5 million. Personal fashion line, CG $22.7 million in profits from the first quarter alone. Speaking and appearance fees, $3 million. Tournament winnings, $14.8 million, more than any other WTA player this season. Forbes senior analyst Megan Roberts summed it up perfectly. Coco Gauff isn't just cashing in on her talent. She's redefining how young athletes build empires. Beyond the money, when reporters asked Coco about her Forbes title at a press conference in Shanghai, she laughed. "Money's not my motivation," she said. "It's a tool, a responsibility. I want to make the world better, not just richer." Her words weren't empty. Through her foundation, Serve a Change, Coco has built over 60 community tennis courts across the U.S. and Africa. She's funded scholarships for underprivileged girls in STEM programs and championed mental health awareness in schools. One young fan, a 12-year-old from Ghana, wrote to her, "I didn't have shoes to play tennis. Now I play every day on the court you built." Coco reposted that message on Instagram with a caption that melted hearts. "This is what winning looks like." The call from Serena. When Serena Williams retired, many wondered who would carry the torch. Serena herself answered that question in a call that made headlines. "Serena called me after the list came out," Coco told Time. She said, "Welcome to the table, baby. I knew you'd get here." Serena later posted on X, formerly Twitter. Coco didn't just follow in footsteps. She made her own path. That's what true legacy looks like. It wasn't just passing the crown. It was an acknowledgement from the queen herself, the businesswoman behind the athlete. Most athletes rely heavily on agents. Coco? She's her own CEO. In 2023, she quietly launched Gauff Global Media, a company managing her brand deals, creative direction, and digital content. By 2025, it was managing campaigns for other athletes, turning Gauff into a mogul in the making. Her financial advisor, Julian Rivera, explained her strategy. Coco's genius isn't just athletic. She reinvests her earnings, stocks, real estate, and startups in wellness tech. She's thinking 30 years ahead. At 21, she owns equity in 3 sports tech startups and a minority share in a WNBA expansion franchise set to launch in 2026. She's not chasing millions, Rivera added. She's building billions. The critics and the calm. Of course, not everyone cheered. Some critics argued that her fame had outgrown her game. She's more influencer than athlete now, one headline read. Coco's response? Silence and results. Just a week after that criticism went viral, she stormed into the Wuhan Open and claimed another championship, matching Serena's legendary record. Her victory speech silenced everyone. The future billionaire blueprint. Forbes analysts predict that Coco Gauff could become the first female tennis billionaire before age 30, a projection based on her growing portfolio and global influence. Her plans already hint at that future. She's working on a documentary series on young female athletes, developing a sustainable fashion brand for teens, and co-producing a biopic on Arthur Ashe's life. She's rewriting the rule book, said Forbes editor-in-chief Randall Lane. In 2025, Coco isn't just making money. She's making history. The night of the gala. When Coco attended the Forbes Women in Power Gala in New York, the crowd gave her a standing ovation before she even spoke. She walked on stage in a sleek black gown, glowing with confidence. The trophy shimmered in her hand, not for a match, but for mastery of her own destiny. Her speech was short but unforgettable. When I was 10, I told my mom I wanted to be like Serena. When I was 15, I told my dad I wanted to be better than yesterday. And today I stand here, not because I earned the most, but because I gave the most effort to become who I am. This is not the finish line. It's just a serve. The entire hall erupted in applause. Epilogue. The girl who became the game. As night settled over Manhattan, Coco stood on the balcony of her hotel, looking out at the city lights reflecting off the Hudson River. Her phone buzzed. Another sponsorship offer, another media request. She smiled and turned it off. In the quiet, she whispered, "Still just getting started." From the cracked courts of Delray Beach to Forbes' billion-dollar spotlight, Coco Gauff's journey wasn't just about breaking records or earning millions. It was about redefining what it means to win with grace, grit, and purpose. And as the world watched her rise, one truth became undeniable. Coco Gauff didn't just top the Forbes list. She rewrote it. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.